Winning an Academy Award guarantees cinematic immortality, but it doesn't always guarantee generational wealth. While Hollywood is famous for making stars, true financial empires are forged outside the spotlight. We are looking beyond the red carpets to uncover the financial fortresses built by Black Oscar winners. From savvy tech venture capitalists to bourbon brand owners and real estate magnates, these icons transformed their golden statues into multi-million-dollar portfolios. Stick around, because the richest Black Oscar winner in history built a financial kingdom that will leave you absolutely speechless. Number 8. Mahershala Ali. The methodical accumulation of wealth often requires a catalyst, and for Mahershala Ali, that catalyst was a late career explosion that Hollywood rarely sees. Winning 2 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor in a span of just 3 years, for Moonlight in 2017 and Green Book in 2019, did more than just place trophies on his mantle. It completely rewrote his financial trajectory, transforming him from a highly respected character actor into an elite, top-tier leading man who commands premium quotes and back-end negotiations. Before the Oscars, Ali was a working actor stringing together memorable but financially standard roles in television shows like House of Cards and films like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. However, the dual Oscar wins acted as a massive multiplier for his market value. In Hollywood, an Academy Award doesn't just get you a better trailer, it fundamentally alters your risk profile for studio executives. When a studio attaches an Oscar winner to a project, international distribution rights sell faster, pre-production financing is secured more easily, and marketing campaigns write themselves. Ali weaponized this new leverage immediately. He transitioned from supporting roles to carrying entire franchises. His casting as the lead in the 3rd season of HBO's critically acclaimed True Detective came with a massive salary bump, moving him into the upper echelon of television earners. But the real financial masterstroke was his integration into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the new Blade. By approaching Kevin Feige directly after his Oscar win, Ali didn't just audition, he engineered his own casting in a multi-billion-dollar franchise. Securing the lead role in a Marvel film guarantees not only a massive upfront payday, but also the potential for lucrative box office bonuses, merchandising percentages, and multi-picture contract security that most actors spend decades chasing. Beyond the screen, Ali has quietly begun building his producer portfolio. Through his production company, No Wonder, he has signed first-look deals aimed at developing premium content for television and film. He understands that acting is labor, but producing is equity. Furthermore, his elevated status caught the attention of global luxury brands. He became the face of a major campaign for Prada, stepping into the highly lucrative world of high-fashion ambassadorships. While his net worth is currently estimated in the very healthy double-digit millions, Mahershala Ali is in the active accumulation phase of his wealth architecture. He used his Oscars as the seed capital to buy his way into the rooms where the real money is made. But while Ali is just beginning to build his financial fortress, our next Academy Award winner has already cemented a legacy that spans television, film, and global beauty. Number 7. Viola Davis. Viola Davis did not just break the glass ceiling, she meticulously dismantled it and sold the glass. As the first Black actress to achieve the coveted Triple Crown of acting, winning an Academy Award, an Emmy, and 2 Tony Awards, and later securing EGOT status with a Grammy, Davis possesses a resume that commands absolute institutional respect. But her financial journey is a masterclass in recognizing that Hollywood's traditional compensation models are inherently flawed, particularly for Black women, and taking aggressive action to rewrite her own economic reality. Despite her undeniable talent, Davis spent years being criminally underpaid relative to her white contemporaries. Her Oscar win for Best Supporting Actress in Fences in 2017 was a tipping point. She realized that waiting for the studios to offer her fair market value was a losing game. The solution was ownership. Alongside her husband, Julius Tenen, she founded JuVee Productions. This wasn't a vanity label. It was a strategic corporate vehicle designed to bypass the gatekeepers and create proprietary intellectual property. JuVee Productions quickly became a powerhouse, securing a massive, highly lucrative first-look overall deal with Amazon Studios. This deal guaranteed millions in development funding and allowed Davis to essentially greenlight her own projects, shifting her from an employee of the studio system to an employer. By producing vehicles like The Woman King, Davis ensured she wasn't just receiving a base acting salary. She was capturing the producer's fee and a percentage of the back-end profits. She turned her cultural capital into tangible corporate equity. Simultaneously, Davis leveraged her massive television success on How to Get Away with Murder. She reportedly commanded up to $250,000 per episode by the end of the series' run, establishing a bedrock of liquid capital that allowed her to make calculated business moves. Her corporate appeal also skyrocketed. She secured a global ambassadorship with L'Oréal Paris, a contract that extends far beyond a standard commercial shoot. These multi-year beauty contracts are among the most lucrative deals in the entertainment industry, often paying high seven figures annually while requiring minimal time commitment compared to shooting a feature film. On the real estate front, Davis has built a sanctuary that reflects her elite status. She and her husband purchased a stunning, sprawling estate in Toluca Lake, one of the most exclusive and historic enclaves in Los Angeles. The property, featuring custom architecture, a massive theater, and expansive grounds, is a rapidly appreciating asset in a hyper-competitive market. Viola Davis understood that an Oscar is just a piece of gold, but the leverage it provides can build an entire kingdom. Viola forced Hollywood to respect her worth, but decades earlier, another Black woman had already kicked the door down, demanding an unprecedented paycheck and achieving the ultimate entertainment crown. Number 6. Whoopi Goldberg. Before the modern era of franchise bonuses and streaming wars, Whoopi Goldberg was rewriting the compensation rulebook for Black women in Hollywood. As only the second Black woman in history to win an Academy Award, taking home Best Supporting Actress for Ghost in 1991, Goldberg utilized her golden statue to catapult herself into an unprecedented financial stratosphere. She didn't just participate in the 1990s box office boom. She dominated it, becoming the highest-paid actress in the world at her peak. When executives approached her for Sister Act 2, back in The Habit, Goldberg understood the exact leverage she held. The first film was a massive, unexpected global blockbuster, and the studio was desperate for a sequel. Goldberg negotiated a reported salary of $7 million to $12 million, an astronomical, record-breaking figure for a woman in 1993. This negotiation fundamentally shifted the ceiling for female compensation in Hollywood, proving that a Black woman could command the exact same financial respect as her male action star counterparts. But Goldberg's financial genius lies in her unparalleled diversification. As an EGOT winner, having secured an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, her brand is permanently insulated against the shifting tides of pop culture. She leveraged this untouchable status to secure a permanent, highly lucrative seat on daytime television. As the moderator of The View since 2007, Goldberg reportedly pulls in an estimated $8 million annually. This is the holy grail of entertainment income: predictable, massive, recurring revenue that doesn't require spending months away on location. This steady cash flow allows her to be highly selective with her external investments. Through her production company, One Ho Productions, she has produced everything from the Hollywood Squares reboot, which was a massive syndication cash cow, to Broadway musicals like the stage adaptation of Sister Act. She understands the power of taking a successful intellectual property and monetizing it across different mediums. Furthermore, Goldberg was an early pioneer in the booming cannabis industry, co-founding the medical marijuana company Whoopi and Maya, specifically targeting menstrual pain relief. Though the company eventually folded, it demonstrated her willingness to invest in high-growth, cutting-edge consumer sectors long before they became mainstream. Her real estate portfolio reflects the quiet, established wealth of an East Coast elite. She has owned massive, multi-million-dollar estates in the Pacific Palisades of California, a sprawling compound in Vermont, and an incredible, historic mansion in a private, gated community in West Orange, New Jersey. She treats real estate as a long-term hold, allowing her assets to appreciate over decades. Whoopi Goldberg built a fortune, estimated at over $60 million by ensuring that she was never reliant on just one industry, one role, or one demographic. Whoopi mastered television syndication, but the next Oscar winner on our list realized that the real money wasn't just on the screen, it was in the beauty aisle. Number 5. Halle Berry. When Halle Berry stood on the stage of the Kodak Theater in 2002 and became the first, and still the only black woman, to win the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Monsters Ball, she altered the course of cinematic history. But the morning after the Oscars, she fundamentally altered her financial portfolio. Berry is the ultimate pioneer of the corporate crossover, proving that an actress can generate more wealth as a global brand entity than she ever could solely by reciting lines on a soundstage. The immediate financial impact of her Oscar win was a dramatic restructuring of her per-picture quote. She rapidly entered the elite $10 million to $14 million club for films like Gothika and Catwoman. While Catwoman was critically panned, Berry's bank account was insulated by a massive upfront payday. However, her true financial masterpiece was her unprecedented, multi-decade partnership with the cosmetics giant Revlon. Berry didn't just sign a standard modeling contract. She negotiated a historic deal that was continually renewed and upgraded as her global profile expanded. This partnership provided her with an estimated massive seven-figure annual retainer for years, creating an unbreakable floor of wealth that protected her against the unpredictable nature of box office returns. She further capitalized on her global beauty icon status by launching her own line of signature fragrances, including Halle by Halle Berry. In the celebrity ecosystem, fragrance lines are notoriously lucrative, offering massive profit margins and global retail distribution. But Berry's business acumen didn't stop at perfume. Recognizing the massive explosion in the wellness sector, she founded Respin, a health and wellness platform that focuses on fitness, nutrition, and holistic living. This wasn't a licensing deal, it was a proprietary brand. By tapping into the multi-trillion-dollar wellness economy, Berry created a digital and physical product ecosystem that operates independently of her acting career. She even secured a massive corporate partnership with the activewear brand Sweaty Betty, proving her ability to move consumer products at scale. Behind the camera, Berry formed 606 Films, a production company designed to give her equity in the stories she tells. By starring in and executive producing projects like the hit thriller Kidnap and her directorial debut, Bruised, which she sold to Netflix for a reported $20 million, she captured the lucrative producer's premium. Her real estate portfolio is equally strategic, anchored by a stunning, multi-million-dollar oceanfront mansion in Malibu. By holding prime California coastal real estate, she secured an asset that practically prints equity year over year. Halle Berry built a fortune approaching $90 million by ensuring that her name was not just in the credits, but on the corporate ledger. Halle leveraged her beauty into boardroom equity, but our next titan used something entirely different. A voice so authoritative that major corporations and even tech giants pay millions just to borrow it. Number 4. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is not just an actor, he is an auditory institution. Winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Million Dollar Baby in 2005 was merely a formal recognition of a career that had already established him as one of the most respected figures in global cinema. But beneath the calm demeanor and the legendary gravitas lies the mind of a razor-sharp investor who built a net worth estimated at $250 million by aggressively monetizing his most unique asset, his voice. In the advertising and voiceover industry, Morgan Freeman is the ultimate premium product. His voice carries an inherent, psychological weight that implies trust, authority, and wisdom. Major global corporations like Visa, the NFL, and even navigation apps like Waze have paid astronomical multi-million-dollar sums to license his vocal cords. Voiceover work is the most efficient form of labor in the entertainment industry. It requires no makeup, no sets, and no weeks away on location. Freeman can generate millions of dollars in revenue from the comfort of a sound booth in a matter of hours. But Freeman's wealth architecture extends far beyond commercial licensing. He is a pioneer in the digital distribution space. In the early 2000s, long before Netflix and Amazon Prime dominated the global market, Freeman saw the writing on the wall. He co-founded Revelations Entertainment and launched Clickstar, a venture backed by tech giant Intel. Clickstar was one of the very first platforms designed to distribute first-run feature films directly to consumers over the internet. While the venture was ahead of its time, it demonstrated Freeman's deep understanding of tech infrastructure and his willingness to invest in disruptive, highly scalable platforms. Revelations Entertainment remains a powerhouse, producing commercially successful films like Invictus and massive television documentary series like Through the Wormhole. By producing these global broadcast documentaries, Freeman taps into the highly lucrative international syndication market, generating recurring revenue long after the initial broadcast. His lifestyle and asset portfolio are uniquely tailored to his specific passions, rather than Hollywood trends. Freeman is an avid, licensed pilot who doesn't just charter jets, he buys them. His aviation fleet has included the Cessna Citation 501, the Cessna 414 twin-engine, and the highly advanced Cyberjet SJ-30. Owning private aircraft is the ultimate hallmark of elite wealth, but flying them yourself is a flex very few billionaires can claim. Instead of a cramped Beverly Hills mansion, Freeman's real estate crown jewel is a sprawling, 124-acre ranch in Charleston, Mississippi. He converted a large portion of this land into a massive bee sanctuary, importing 26 hives to support global conservation efforts. Furthermore, he is the co-owner of the Ground Zero Blues Club in Clarksdale, Mississippi, turning his love for Southern culture into a profitable, highly famous hospitality venture. Morgan Freeman proved that the most lucrative script you can ever read is the one you own. Morgan Freeman built his wealth from the sky down, but the next multi-hyphenate on our list built his empire from the club up, merging comedy, music, and the highly lucrative spirits industry. Number 3. Jamie Foxx. When Jamie Foxx delivered a performance so flawless it seemed almost supernatural in the 2004 biopic Ray, winning the Academy Award for Best Actor, he achieved something exceedingly rare. He legitimized a multi-hyphenate career at the absolute highest level. Foxx is a stand-up comedian, a Grammy-winning R&B artist, a blockbuster action star, and a television host. This incredible versatility isn't just a testament to his talent. It is the ultimate hedge fund strategy applied to a human career. If the movie business slows down, the music business pays. If the music business shifts, the television business steps up. Following his Oscar win, Foxx's theatrical quote skyrocketed, allowing him to command massive upfront salaries for blockbusters like Django Unchained and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But Foxx understood early on that acting salaries are heavily taxed and highly volatile. To build true generational wealth, estimated today at around $170 million, he had to shift into executive production and corporate ownership. He became the executive producer and host of the hit game show Beat Shazam. In the television industry, owning a successful syndicated game show is the equivalent of owning a commercial real estate tower. It generates massive, consistent cash flow season after season. But Foxx's most aggressive wealth-building maneuver occurred completely outside the entertainment industry. Recognizing the massive billion-dollar valuations happening in the celebrity liquor space, pioneered by figures like George Clooney and Sean Combs, Foxx didn't just sign an endorsement deal for a liquor brand. He bought the company. He acquired ownership of BSB, Brown Sugar Bourbon. In the spirits industry, the profit margins are staggering, and when a brand successfully scales, it is often acquired by massive global conglomerates for hundreds of millions of dollars. By taking equity instead of a flat fee, Foxx positioned himself for a potential 9-figure liquidity event. Furthermore, Foxx built his own media distribution channel. He launched the Foxhole, an exclusive comedy and music radio station on Sirius XM. This allowed him to control the platform, monetize the advertising, and promote his own projects without relying on external media conglomerates. His physical assets are just as impressive. Foxx resides in a breathtaking, custom-built 40-acre estate in the highly exclusive Hidden Valley enclave of California. This massive compound features Olympic-sized swimming pools, a custom basketball arena, and enough land to completely insulate him from the outside world. Jamie Foxx didn't just climb the Hollywood ladder. He bought the hardware store and built his own. Jamie Foxx bought the bourbon, but our next Hollywood icon essentially bought the entire studio system's respect. He is the master of the back-end deal, and his real estate portfolio is located in the most exclusive gated community on Earth. Number 2. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is not merely a Hollywood actor. He is an institutional pillar of the global film economy. With 2 Academy Awards to his name, Best Supporting Actor for Glory and Best Actor for Training Day, Washington's brand is synonymous with absolute, uncompromising quality. This reputation has translated into a net worth estimated at an astonishing $300 million, built through a relentless, decades-long mastery of the most lucrative mechanism in Hollywood, the back-end gross participation deal. Early in his career, Washington firmly established his membership in the elite $20 million per picture club. For over 2 decades, if a studio wanted Denzel Washington to anchor a thriller or an action film, the starting price was a guaranteed $20 million upfront. But the upfront fee is just the appetizer. Washington's true wealth was generated by negotiating first-dollar gross back-end points. This means he takes a percentage of the box office revenue from the very first ticket sold, before the studio can deduct any creative accounting expenses or marketing costs. For example, his performance in American Gangster earned him an estimated $40 million when combining his upfront salary with his back-end points. Furthermore, Washington famously refused to do sequels for his entire career, protecting his brand equity. He finally broke this rule for the Equalizer franchise, but he did so as a producer. By producing the franchise, Washington captures a massive slice of the entire profit pie, turning a successful trilogy into a 9-figure wealth generation machine. His name alone pre-sells international distribution rights, making him a walking, breathing financial guarantee for any studio. Beyond acting, Washington shifted his power into directing and producing, securing massive deals to bring the works of August Wilson to the screen. By directing and producing films like Fences, he ensures that his creative vision is paired with corporate equity. He doesn't just get paid to show up, he owns a piece of the final asset. Washington's real estate portfolio reflects the quiet, unassailable power of his career. For decades, he has resided in Beverly Park, the most heavily guarded, exclusive gated community in Los Angeles. This ultra-prime neighborhood, favored by billionaires and royalty, requires massive acreage for every custom-built estate. Washington's sprawling, custom-designed mansion sits on a massive lot, practically serving as a private resort. In the hyper-inflated Los Angeles real estate market, holding a legacy property in Beverly Park is an investment that appreciates by millions of dollars completely passively. Denzel Washington proved that you don't need to chase every trend or join every social media platform. If your work is undeniable, you control the bank. Denzel commands respect, but the man at the #1 spot commands a global media conglomerate. He took the Oscar, took the box office, and then took Silicon Valley. Number 1. Will Smith. We have reached the summit. Will Smith is not just the richest black actor to ever win an Academy Award. He is a walking multinational corporation. Winning the Best Actor Oscar for his phenomenal performance in King Richard was the crowning creative achievement of a career that had already generated over $9 billion in global box office revenue. But Will Smith's estimated net worth, soaring well past $350 million, is not simply the result of giant movie checks. It is the result of applying Silicon Valley venture capital logic to a Hollywood career. In the 1990s and 2000s, Smith was the undisputed king of the box office. He routinely commanded $20 million up front, plus massive back-end points. For Men in Black 3, Smith negotiated a deal so lucrative it is taught in entertainment law classes today. He secured a massive percentage of the gross profits, resulting in a reported payout of $100 million for a single film. That is not a salary. That is an acquisition. But Smith realized that even $100 million paydays have limits. To reach true billionaire-adjacent wealth, he needed enterprise value. He and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, evolved their production company, Overbrook Entertainment, into Westbrook Inc., a massive, vertically integrated media conglomerate. Westbrook doesn't just produce films like Bad Boys for Life or King Richard. It produces television shows, manages social media strategy, and creates digital content at scale. The genius of this move was revealed in 2022 when Kevin Mayer's venture firm purchased a minority 10% stake in Westbrook for $60 million. This transaction officially valued Smith's company at an astonishing $600 million. He had successfully built a sellable, hyper-valuable corporate entity out of his own fame. Furthermore, Smith aggressively attacked the tech and venture capital space. He co-founded Dreamers VC, a venture capital fund that invests heavily in high-growth startups. He has participated in funding rounds for massive companies like the financial app Step, the biotech firm BioBeats, and even Elon Musk's The Boring Company. By transitioning from a highly paid employee to a venture capitalist, Smith positioned his wealth to multiply exponentially. He also mastered the digital economy. Long before other A-listers understood the internet, Smith dominated YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, turning his daily life into a highly monetizable content stream that generates millions in advertising revenue and brand partnerships. His real estate empire is anchored by The Castle, a breathtaking 150-acre custom-built compound in Calabasas, California. This estate, which took years to build, features a private lake, a massive recording studio, and architectural details so intricate it feels like a royal palace. It is valued at well over $40 million today. Even his mobile real estate is elite. His famous movie set trailer, The Heat, is a $2.5 million two-story mobile mansion. Will Smith is the ultimate architect of modern celebrity wealth. He didn't just conquer Hollywood, he bought the entire ecosystem. These actors didn't just read the scripts. They rewrote the economic rules of the entertainment industry, turning fleeting fame into permanent empires. Which of these financial journeys surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to master the art of building wealth, subscribe to Black Status and like this video. We will see you next time.